Louisiana Beer Reviews looks at Destill's Wild Sour Series Flanders Red, brewed in Illinois. This was sent to me along with some other beers by Destihl. They sent me a few cans of this, 4 cans of the Vertex. Sent me some stickers, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna stick them on. Yikes. I was trying to keep it from splashing everywhere. Didn't seem to want to come loose. They sent me that can insulator. Okay. They sent me this beautiful glass, this shaker. Can't get it in and it's gonna spill, so anyway. I never use these things. Got some crackers, some hoghead cheese, some hot sauce, white onions. I forgot my notes. Let's see. Introduced in 2013, 3 years ago, 6.1% alcohol. Okay, good amount of alcohol. Only 15 international bitterness units. The sours tend to not be too bitter. Gets a good score on Beer Advocate. Bros haven't looked at it. 75 out of 100 on Rate Beer, 35 out of 100 for the style. Okay, it said it was a reddish brown sour ale. Now, one that's kind of famous is the, you might be familiar with the Monk's Cafe. And I gotta take a picture of this for the What Are You Drinking Now on Beer Advocate, and to post a picture on Beertopia. So we got white onions this time instead of yellow. People say this man lives on onions. I don't live exclusively on onions, only predominantly on onions, and some homemade hog's head cheese, which I figure would be a good idea to bring out. This stuff is not the firmest, okay, the firmest hog's head cheese you ever wanted to see, but it'll work, it'll work. Alright, here we are, almost 10 a.m. You say, whoa, a late start, right? Should be 5 a.m. I know, alright. Had to go to mass, had to do things. Okay, and shopping. Spilling it. You could see that the head is not thick. It might be thicker on a narrower brim glass, but in this wide brim schooner, it's not. A little bit of off-white head. That is a pretty clear reddish brown appearance, you got to admit. Well, you don't have to admit it, I have to admit it. But you probably would admit it. Little, yeah, it's cloudy from this very fine powdery sediment and some little lazy bubble streams. Okay. Woo. The aroma. The aroma just is kind of like not too aromatic. Just maybe like you would just think it was a beer, maybe a brown ale, but probably you wouldn't be able to tell with a blind aroma, you know, smell testing. You didn't know what it was. The flavor is sour. It's tart. They don't give the ingredients list, okay, on their website, so I don't know what it's made with. Wild yeast. Sort of a sour candy type thing. Like Sour, I guess they make sour Jolly Ranchers. I don't really eat sour candy. I barely eat any kind of hard candy. Sometimes I like, well, I do like to eat chocolate or chocolate cookies, little cakes, stuff like that. The body is, I'm not going to go with the Cyclops scale this time because it's kind of too wanky of a beer for that. The body's medium, low medium. The finish is tart. It's pretty refreshing. I'm kind of thirsty. I don't really like sour beers personally. I don't mind sour flavors. Like if I'm eating lemons or some of those not quite ripe Japanese plums, stuff like that, I don't mind. But to say I like sour beer is not really true. But within the style, I think this is very good. It seems to rival the Monk's Cafe. I suppose it pairs well with the hogshead cheese and crackers and onion, but I think something like Bud Light would pair better with that, really. These might do better as a standalone item, but for what it is, and you have to look at a beer for what it is, it's really nice. I'm going to say let's totally factor out my personal preference. I'm going to say, yeah, it's an A. It's an A. It's the most excellent beer. I can't really even say it's at the lower end of excellent. It's just a straight up A. It's a very good sour beer if you like sour beers. I don't, but you asked, would you buy it again? I wouldn't buy it the first time because I wouldn't buy a sour beer except to possibly review it. But I am glad they sent it to me. I appreciate that, y'all. I have 1 or 2 more cans. I'll probably share those just like with the Vertex and, you know, let other people try it. So let's cut one more little slice here. That's how I lost weight from not eating snacks. I used to be over 30 pounds heavier. I didn't want to have that belly, you know. So around 2001, December 2001, I started the diet. But now I do a little snacking simply because I'll probably, you can tell, need to put on a little weight. Well, les bon temps roulés. Really nice, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.